DiJonai Carrington. And DeWanna, the eye poke heard around the world. Oh, take away her credentials. She asked me a question and I didn't like it. And Christine Brennan in USA Today say, quiet down. That's what real journalists and reporters do. I know you guys aren't used to it, but we're not taking...
Something broke, and no, it wasn't a shoelace. DiJonai Carrington detonated like a 4th of July firework, but instead of sparks. It was pure fury. Reporters got torched, cameras trembled, and the WNBA acted like none of it ever happened. What triggered the explosion? And why are insiders suddenly whispering about players who can't handle the spotlight? Oh, we're diving deep. Grab a snack. This meltdown comes with extra heat.
Well, you gotta wonder if DeWanna Bonner knew this story was coming and it had caused an issue in the Indiana Fever locker room. Is this why DeWanna Bonner's no longer on the Fever team? Now that this story is emerging from Christine Brennan's book, she was the journalist that asked DiJonai Carrington all the hard questions about the eye gouge heard around the world. And then, of course, the WNBA Players Union wanted...
Mustard wants the full veteran package respect. Spotlight. The aura of a 10-part documentary voiceover by Morgan Freeman, but the second the cameras roll, it spirals into a daytime drama. Cue the press conference breakdown. Leave my girlfriend alone. Really, this isn't pro basketball anymore, it's Real Housewives. Half-court edition.
So, lads, we thought that this season was going to be a lot less drama. And I mean this when I say this. The Christine Brennan book is going to be... It's going to be absolute cinema. I don't know. Absolute... What is the press equivalent of cinema? Absolute... Sitting in the most comfortable chair, legs crossed, cup of tea in one hand, nothing to do on a Sunday morning, opening up a newspaper. Is that the equivalent of absolute cinema for that? I don't know. But DiJonai Carrington, this is mental.
We've reached Olympic-level delusion. 1 minute it's treat us like pros. The next it's no tough questions, no accountability, and definitely no personal scrutiny. But here's the irony: the drama off the court is the story. Mustard's ducking questions while standing on a podium with a bullhorn. If you hate the attention, maybe stop throwing lightning bolts every time someone blinks.
DiJonai, she just asked you a legitimate question. DiJonai, calm down. But no, they were talking about Alyssa sitting on the bench. This is about Alyssa sitting on the bench. They were saying mean things about DiJonai. It's okay, DiJonai. She's not very good. She's a detriment to the team. It's okay. Oh, but what? but what?
Let's be clear, Carrington isn't misunderstood. She's mic'd up and melting down. AP are nightmare in sneakers. Somewhere there's a WNBA group chat titled Carrington Crisis Protocol because every week it's a new viral mess. The NBA has flagrant fouls. Carrington brings flagrant energy. And no bounce pass in the world is getting around that.
Christine Brennan has the world on high alert. The world is waiting on her book, on her game about Caitlin Clark by Christine Brennan. It comes out July 8th. And boy, everybody's waiting to see what is in that book. You got Cheryl Reeves trying to get ahead of it. You got Dawn Staley trying to get ahead of it. They are terrified. They are scared to death at what Christine Brennan has in this book. And now you have DiJonai Carrington threatening to sue. She's threatening to sue Christine.
We're talking about someone who's one eye poke from a suspension and still plays the victim. She collects technicals like Postgame cards. This isn't grit or passion. It's a WWE audition in slow motion. The commissioner's probably screaming into a pillow while her reps send apology emails. Titled Ignore the Screeching. Spin doctors call it passion. Please. Passion is diving for loose balls, not verbally mauling reporters or jabbing Caitlin Clark in the face like it's a contact sport. Clark's eyeballs have seen more trauma than a bad LASIK surgery, yet she's the one called soft. Watch the replays. This isn't defense, it's sabotage wearing a jersey.
Because I think it's slightly juicier. We know DeWanna Bonner still doesn't have another job right now. She wanted to go to the Phoenix Mercury, conveniently where her girlfriend plays, or wife, or whatever it is she is. I don't know. I'm not up on their terminology that they're using. But this is very interesting because we have now found out DeWanna Bonner confronted Christine Brennan, the journalist, over DiJonai Carrington.
And then comes the classic deflection. You just hate us because we're gay. Nope. This isn't about identity, it's about being completely unhinged on a Tuesday in front of thousands. And some very confused kids. If the WNBA gave Oscars, Carrington would sweep Best Drama, Best Meltdown, Best Accidental Comedy, and a supporting role. She turns every game into a Broadway show just missing a fog machine and backup dancers. Meanwhile, Mustard's out here yelling, "We deserve respect," right before throwing another social media tantrum. You can't demand to be treated like a CEO and then cry when someone tweets about your office. Romance.
Nalissa Smith isn't a very good basketball player, but she seems like a very good person. But I'm so happy Nalissa Smith is not on our team anymore because we don't have to deal with DiJonai. And by the way, Nalissa Smith has very much helped us win 2 games. We've gotten 2 huge wins, and Nalissa Smith has been a big help with us beating the Wings and beating the Aces. But it says here, Indianapolis Fieldhouse Files, Fever beat right.
That's not how credibility works. You want respect. Earn it. Not by starring in a TikTok telenovela. Representation doesn't equal immunity. Professionalism isn't seasonal. Even fans are fed up. You cry wolf enough times, and people start building traps the league keeps issuing. We acknowledge something happened statements while players light up interviews with gasoline-drenched microphones. It's chaos, the kind Bravo would gladly air in prime time. Honestly, just run Carrington's pregame warm-ups and post-game rants back-to-back. Ratings gold. She's got more drama in her shoelaces than some players have in a decade. The kicker. They blame you for noticing. Viral for the 12th time this month and somehow still asking, why is everyone focused on me? News flash. Composure doesn't trend.
She put up some emojis. She said it's cap, meaning it's lying, with the crying emojis. And then she said it's defamation at this point. And what she is referring to is things that are written in the book by one Christine Brennan. It's getting crazy, y'all. It's getting crazy, y'all. Christine Brennan is talking about the situation where in the playoffs, DiJonai Carrington, it seems to intend on purposely poking Caitlin Clark in the eye.
This pace, totally unsustainable. The WNBA wants growth, fans, sponsors. But the product is getting drowned out by sideshows and ego implosions. They crave coverage, but only if it's filtered, flattering, and fan fiction level safe. And that's the tragedy. Carrington and crew are insanely talented. The raw skill is there, but it keeps getting buried under Q&A flame wars and Instagram drama. The league's chasing legitimacy while players are doing improv comedy with a basketball. If someone doesn't trade Dietrichs for discipline, Carrington won't just be benched, she'll be headlining a docuseries called Suspended. The series, and fans, they're tuning out. They wanted basketball, not reruns of emotional outbursts.
Christine, how much does it hurt the WNBA when Caitlin Clark is out?
It is devastating to the WNBA when Caitlin Clark is out. And anyone out there, and there may be a few people out on X and social media and Twitter who want to dispute that, facts are facts. And the truth is the truth. And the data is there. And what we saw when Caitlin was out the last time, the 5 games that she missed earlier in the season, the WNBA's viewership dropped more than 50%. Not just the Fever, but the entire...
Right now, this league's giving peak group project energy. No one does the work. But everyone wants an A. The WNBA, bless it, is moving like accountability is optional and profit is some capitalist conspiracy. They've been coddled so long. Operating like a real business feels like a foreign concept. This bar, it's not low, it's underground. Passion, sure, yelling, plenty, revenue, crickets. Its slogans over structure, vibes over value. Then came the Indiana Fever crashing through like toddlers in tap shoes. You brought up Bonner. Oh, that's the crown jewel. This move wasn't a mistake, it was a full-body faceplant into a cactus made of red flags.
Like we is back talking about DiJonai Carrington in another damn video. And it's pretty much regarding the same topic. Now, I just did a video about an hour ago breaking down the DeWanna Bonner situation with Christine Brennan and pretty much her taking up for DiJonai Carrington. Now, DiJonai Carrington has made it her business to respond to DeWanna Bonner and Christine Brennan, bruh. She's talking about suing Christine Brennan. Defamation of character? What? Now, we all know DiJonai Carrington is a serial attacker, an eye gouge.
That wasn't a rebuild, it was arson. Signing Bonner added jet fuel to a grease fire. She's a chaos magnet with the paranoia of someone convinced missed calls are an Illuminati plot. Brought in to lead, to mentor, more like to torch every situation she touches. Want your rookies to learn how to glare at teammates and snipe reporters. Mission accomplished. Her attitude's fully charged even if her game's barely hanging on. The moment she steps on court, the air shifts, the drama has arrived. And the fever, they had Caitlin Clark, a fan magnet, a ratings juggernaut. She should have been protected like national treasure. Instead, they dropped her into a reality show with teammates vying for pettiest player of the month.